Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. We are doing a reaction video today. We are looking at some things you have sent to me over on TikTok, Instagram, and are looking for my opinion on. If this is your first time here, my name is Robert, professional makeup artist of 21 years. It's my goal here to help you become a pro yourself, or just someone who's really good at makeup. And as I always like to say, creativity and individuality have no rules. Do your makeup however you like, but makeup does have a theory. So when it comes to teaching people makeup, let's be careful with what we're saying, right? Okay, so go ahead and find me on Instagram and on TikTok. If you ever want to send me anything, it's probably better just to send it to me in a message. And yeah, I might put it in one of these videos. Okay, so that has done something, but I do have a bit of a theory as to why this may have worked. So if we look at the application of where we're putting the different shades, I feel like you wouldn't need a contour shade, because what has happened in the end result, bear in mind these two lighter patches here. What's happened in the end result is the loss of shadow. Because the lighting is completely different too, and also we're lightening this area when we're blending out this, and we're lightening down here when we're blending out that. So you've evened out that area and you've lost some shadow. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So this is my face before. So let's do it this side. What was the shape again? So the shape is light in the dip there, light under the nostril here, kind of touching each other, and then contour in the middle. And now if we were to blend that out, oh god, I forgot I have loads of powder on in that area, so it's going to look all patchy. It does look smaller. It does look a bit smaller, but I think that's just because, and I'll do it on this side without the contour, and I'm actually just going to put it here. We're diminishing shadows that give us depth in that area that will make things look bigger or smaller. So with just concealer, yeah, it does the same thing. In fact, now my nose looks crooked. You can just do concealer in those areas. So, I mean, it does work. The placement and the contour is a bit unnecessary, but it certainly works.
The biggest mistakes I see with color corrector is spreading that color corrector beyond that under eye and around the nose. And now all of this area is going to require concealing, which means more product. And the point of color corrector is to use less product.
Yes. So okay, sorry to interrupt you here. Exactly. 100. I don't know what it is with people when they do color correction. They do this huge, massive area. You just need to pinpoint those areas where the color is and tap into place. If you're blending it down, like she said in this video, you then have to cover everything else too. Remember, sometimes, not always, but sometimes you might need to color correct the color corrector too.
Ed, try this. Only apply a tiny bit first. Okay, now we're going to use a concealer brush. Keep this contained where we need it.
Keep this contained.
Now, look at that difference. I'll only have to conceal on top of the color corrector. And in terms of this guy, not only do I have to conceal the under eye, I also have to neutralize around here, around the nose, and up in here. Look at the difference in the amount of concealer I need for this eye versus this eye. More precise color corrector application means less concealer. This is also going to require less time. What do you guys think? Less makeup, more makeup? What looks more natural?
And you know, a lot of the time as well, when people do try, okay, so as somebody who's worked on like makeup counters, right? I felt sorry for people sometimes because they would come in having done something that they have seen online. Color corrector was such an issue because people would come in and they'll be like, I can't get my color correct right. Like, does it look like stupid? And I'll be like, it doesn't look stupid, but it does look like you painted yourself orange. It does look like you've painted yourself green. So let's let's sit down. Maybe I should blend the eyeshadow properly. Let's sit down and you know, discuss what you're doing and the realities of how much you actually have to use versus how much you're seeing people use online is very, very different.
All I want for Christmas is for someone to teach me how to put lip liner on properly. This is way too freaking thick and dark on me. I can already tell. Let's blend it. Okay, trying the melting balm first. Still bright. Now the gloss. All right, final touches. Let's see how it goes. I think a lighter color would do me well, but what do we think? All right, final test. They do, I mean, it's a little jokerish, but I think it's my application situation and not the product. So I think I'm gonna try this in a lighter color. I'll report back.
Another example. Let me get that. I can help you. I want to help you. Right, let me show you all a trick. You've probably seen me do this before. That makes it so much easier. First of all, I'm erasing my lip color. Especially with a color like this redness, we don't want any stray redness, right? We want it contained to the lip liner. Pinky up. Watch this transition. Resting on my chin. Resting on my chin. Right here. We can curl it round if we want to. We can move it like this. The control we're gonna have now is going to change everything for you. So starting the center of the lip first, gently almost hovering that lip liner over. Notice I'm not trying to do one swift movement all in one. I'm going backwards and forwards, not trying to get that whole lip line done in one move. Up to the corners. And then this pencil does have a little blender on the end, so do take advantage of that and just blend it a little bit to soften up the lines. The top lip, we start from the cupid's bow and then blend from the outer corner up to the cupid's bow. Draw a little bit on the corners of the lip and blend that in. Then add your balm on top to help further smooth it all out. It doesn't have to be perfect from the get-go, because the balm will help melt it all together a little bit. There you go, it's nice and easy. You can always go round the lip line a little bit more now to intensify that liner. But I do have to take this off because I hate this color on me. I hate it. On to the next. This says, day 1 of learning how to do a winged eyeliner at 37. Close. Very close. Listen, liquid eyeliner is a tricky one, but a few changes you can make that will make it so much easier, and a lot of it is to do with direction and placement, like all makeup really. Let's take a look at this first second of this clip. We come in this way, and can you see we have this rounded part of the flick now? So where's my liner? So when you're making a flick, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, I have to do it close up. So when you're trying to do a liquid liner, ideally you want to flick outwards because your liner will naturally create that point and then it's done. And then all you have to worry about is connecting the flick to the rest of the eye. Also, the angle of your liner, if you want a lift, should be in line with your bottom waterline. Can you see how I've done my eyeshadow here? Imagine if the waterline here was to carry on. That's the direction you want to go. This is a look, the downward liner, but if you want symmetrical, it's good to go that way. Once you've done that flick, don't keep going over it. Get that flick perfected, but don't keep brushing downwards or outwards. Leave it be, because then you're going to get thicker, it's going to get fluffier, it's not going to look as sharp. And then we can see in this part of the video, the liner goes a little bit too far up. This is still where you're holding your mirror and where you're looking. My friend here in this video, if you hold your hand mirror down underneath you like this, and you're looking down into your mirror, you are going to be able to see your lash line so much easier than this. I know we want to get up close and get as far in as we can see, but this angle is so much better, because then you can see, even when you're drawing with your liner, we want to be able to see up our nose with our mirror, basically. When you're applying lashes, when you're doing liner, make sure you can see all up in your nose. And let's do our liquid liner in stages, not just one long line. That's if you're very arty and very good at your liner. Do your flick outwards, rest the edge of your liquid liner across the lash line, and then slowly do strokes to the end, inside corner to the middle. And then you can go over and perfect it bit by bit, but we are always keeping our mirror looking up our nose. I hope that helps. I hope that's useful. On screen, it says in quote, sleeping with makeup damages your skin. And it says, and how does that makeup even know I'm sleeping? Your body knows you're sleeping. Of course your body knows you're sleeping. So loads of stuff happens to your body when you're sleeping, right? Your brain starts to slow down, melatonin releases, or you take your melatonin. And when you're sleeping, your skin changes too, right? It kind of increases its repair process. So cell turnover, barrier repair, all this stuff starts happening when your body is slowing down, when your mind is slowing down, when you're sleeping, when your body's in this relaxed state. So your body doesn't necessarily know you're wearing makeup. It isn't like, oh, she's wearing makeup and she's asleep again. Your makeup interferes with the with your body functions. It interferes with what your skin is doing. So your skin doesn't know it's wearing makeup. It's not like, oh, makeup, and let's, you know, whatever. It's for makeup interfering with the body, what your body is trying to naturally do, what your skin is trying to naturally do. And also, if you think about what you do at night, right? Your face is rubbing against a pillow, maybe you get a little bit sweaty in your sleep. Oil production still continues on your makeup. You're not there to like touch it up and everything throughout the night. So I mean, yeah, one night's not gonna hurt. Like it's not gonna. There's been times where maybe I've worn like a BB cream and I forgot and I was like, you know what? I'm not getting out of bed. And look, I'm still here. I don't recommend it, but it's not the end of the world. But yes, your body doesn't know you're wearing makeup. Your body absolutely knows you're asleep. So your makeup doesn't know you're sleeping. Your body knows you're sleeping, and your body is trying to repair itself and do all these things, you know, when you're in this like sleep state. But the makeup physically interferes with that by being present at that state. Well, I hope you learned something from this video. I hope it was useful in some way to you. If you ever see anything on Instagram, on TikTok, whatever, send it to me in a message and I'll have a little look at it. Thank you so much again for joining me. Consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you very, very soon.